Okay, let's talk about something we all know and, well, let's be honest, we all hate. Terrible in-flight Wi-Fi. You know, that spinning wheel of death at 30,000 feet? Well, a massive technological shift is happening right now, and it's about to change pretty much everything about that experience.
That quote really nails it, doesn't it? The sky just got plugged in. And we need to unpack this, because this one single development has some truly surprising and kind of complicated consequences for everyone who flies.
So first up, let's look at what's actually making all this possible. The big catalyst for this change is Amazon and their announcement of a new piece of hardware called the LEO Aviation Antenna.
Now, this is not just a minor upgrade. We're talking about a fundamental leap in how we connect while we're in the air. It promises crazy fast internet from the moment you leave the gate to the moment you land. This little piece of hardware is about to completely rewire the passenger experience. Just look at that number, 1 gigabit per second. That's the download speed per plane. To put that in perspective, that's fast enough for literally every single person on board to be streaming movies, playing games, and getting work done all at the same time with zero buffering.
And the upload speed is just as wild, 400 megabits per second. What does that actually mean for you? It means those choppy, frozen video calls from the sky are a thing of the past. Sending a huge work file from 35,000 feet is no longer a fantasy.
But maybe the most important number, at least for the airlines, is this one. It only takes a single day to install. That means carriers can upgrade their entire fleets in just a few months, not years. So this isn't some far-off future tech. This is going to happen, and it's going to happen really, really fast.
Okay, so the tech is incredible, we get it. But what does this all actually mean for the market? And, more importantly, what does it mean for your wallet? Well, what it means is competition, and lots of it. Amazon is jumping into the ring with existing players like Starlink and Viasat. And you know what happens when these tech giants start fighting over airline contracts, right? Yep, prices drop and service gets way better. That is fantastic news for the airlines and even better news for us passengers. And look, it's already happening. JetBlue has already promised to offer this amazing new connectivity for free. For free! That sets a huge precedent. The days of paying $20 for Wi-Fi that can barely load an email, they are numbered. Fast internet on a plane is about to become as standard as a seatbelt. But, every big technological shift creates ripples, these unexpected consequences. So if we're all winning, who stands to lose in this new, super-connected era? For decades, the entire business model of airport shopping has been built on this one simple idea. You know the feeling, right? That little voice in your head that says, hey, you're about to be trapped in a metal tube for hours, you better buy this magazine just in case. Well, what happens when that boredom just never arrives? So if we no longer need to buy a 3-week-old magazine to pass the time because our Netflix and our work emails just work perfectly, what parts of the travel industry are suddenly at risk? This table really lays it all out. Airport bookstores are obviously in trouble. But think about this. Even the seatback screens on planes face a huge threat. I mean, why would you use that clunky screen when your own phone is a way better entertainment system? The old models just become redundant. But it also opens up new opportunities, like real-time online shopping from your seat.
And this brings us to the biggest and honestly the most complicated ripple effect of all. And this is the one that really impacts the human experience inside that plane.
We've all understood this rule, and let's be honest, we've all been pretty grateful for it. But the reason that rule existed was never really about etiquette or being polite. It was about physics. The technology, or really the lack of it, created this little sanctuary of silence by default. We had this social contract for quiet that required zero effort, because it was physically impossible to break it. You couldn't make a call even if you wanted to. Well, that excuse is about to vanish into thin air. Because now, voice calls over the internet, Zoom, WhatsApp, all of it, it's all going to work flawlessly from gate to gate. And so for the first time ever, we're facing a problem we have never had to solve before. That physical barrier is gone.
This quote just gets right to the heart of the tension. I mean, picture someone having a loud argument on their phone at a train station. It's annoying, but you can walk away. Now imagine that exact same person having that exact same call, but you're both stuck in an aluminum tube at 35,000 feet. Suddenly, your right to use the internet is in direct conflict with everyone else's right to a quiet flight.
So, what on earth can the airlines do? They can't rely on bad technology to keep the peace anymore. They're going to have to create actual policies, and they're going to have to do it fast.
It looks like they have three main choices. Option 1, a full ban.
Just block all voice and video calls at the network level. It's clean, it's simple. Option 2, create zones. You know, kind of like quiet carriages on a train, but in reverse. Maybe a calling section. Or option 3, try some complicated time-based rules. Each one of these has its own challenges, though, for both enforcement and just keeping passengers happy.
And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's one thing to have a rule. It's a completely different thing to ask a flight attendant to police a noise dispute between two passengers in the middle of a flight. This creates a whole new, really complex conflict resolution problem that cabin crews just aren't trained for right now.
So ultimately, the airlines are going to have to equip their crews with a totally new skill set. This means really clear communication before you even board the plane, giving them specific scripts to de-escalate situations, and yeah, maybe even the technical tools to just block a call if someone won't cooperate. It's all about preventing the conflict before it can even start.
And that brings us to the final question. At the end of the day, this isn't just a tech story. It's a question about the kind of social spaces we want to create. For the first time ever, we have to actually actively decide what an airplane cabin should sound and feel like. And the answer to that question is going to define the experience of flying for the next decade.